girl found a stone on the road and casually placed it in the mouth of a statue. This seemingly triggered some mechanism, and suddenly a door to a new world opened before her. While she stood there confused, an insect crawled out of the statue's mouth. At that moment, her mother came over, urging her to hurry home. Along the way, her mother repeatedly reminded her to greet her stepfather. When they reached their destination, her stepfather didn't seem very welcoming. He appeared more concerned about the baby in her mother's womb being born soon, so he could pass on his power in violent ways. After getting out of the car, the girl was surprised to find that the insect had secretly followed her. It seemed to be guiding her somewhere, and eventually led her to an old maze. At the entrance stood a ram horn statue, and the girl, out of curiosity, wanted to explore further. Just then, the maid suddenly appeared and stopped her, advising her to go back, explaining that there was nothing inside except some broken stones, and she would get lost if she went in. The girl had to suppress her curiosity and follow the maid back. However, at midnight, the insect came to find her again. The girl picked up a book and pointed to a pattern in it, asking the insect if it was a fairy. The insect seemed to understand her meaning and transformed into a fairy right before her eyes. In that instant, the girl became convinced that there really was a carefree fairy world. Following the fairy, she arrived at a maze. The bright moonlight shone upon her as she descended the steps into the center of the maze, where there was a circular clay disc. The girl looked around and asked, "Is anyone there?" There was no response from her surroundings. Suddenly, a creature with a ram's head and tree-like body appeared before her. It was Pan. Pan told the girl that she was the daughter of the underground king, named Princess Moana. Due to greedy desires, she had secretly escaped to the human world, where the sunlight burned her eyes and she lost her memories. The girl was skeptical and asked how he could be sure. Pan continued, "You can check if you have a moon-shaped birthmark on your left shoulder. That's the best proof." The girl thought to herself that she indeed had a moon-shaped birthmark. Could this be true? Her doubts began to fade. Pan went on, "The king had me open portals around the world waiting for your return. This is the last door, and fortunately, I found you in time. However, to ensure you haven't degenerated into a mortal, you must complete 3 tasks before the full moon." He gave her a book, saying that the tasks would only appear in it when no one else was watching. The girl took the book, and Pan vanished. She eagerly opened the book, and in the next second, something strange happened.